question to answer, effect to cause, directional pattern. A paragraph may begin with a question and then give the answer, or with an effect followed by a cause. Such a paragraph may have no specific topic sentence beyond the opening question or statement of the effect. This paragraph begins with a question which it proceeds to answer. Take a look at this example. So, what are we to do with the traffic congestion in Metro Manila? Think of the problems it creates. Do you feel like answering the question? I am sure you do. Now, I'd like you to look at the next example. A paragraph that begins with an effect and then considers some of the causes of that effect. Traffic congestion in Metro Manila has hindered the growth of Philippine economy. Could this statement be the topic sentence too? Why not? What do you expect to read after this? I am sure you expect to read the causes of the effect. Why don't you try to complete the paragraph by enumerating the causes? Now, the last major requirement of an effective paragraph is coherence. What is coherence? Let's see how a teacher makes her students realize the importance of coherence in writing paragraphs.
Class, look at this drawing. What can you say about it? Yes, Edna?
Ma'am, she has a lot of question marks on her head.
And why do you think that she has a lot of question marks on her head?
She looks confused.
Okay, we will call this drawing Miss Confused. Now, Jordash, can you describe to us a confused person?
Ma'am, a person who is confused is unclear about something.
Very good. What else? Yes, Luis.
She's uncertain about something.
Who else can add to that? How about, yes, Norma, what can you say about a confused person?
When she is mixed up, I mean, she doesn't really know what she's up to.
What was the teacher trying to do? You're right. She was eliciting responses from the students using the drawing as a stimulus. At that stage of the lesson, she wanted to know her students' understanding of the state of being confused and the language items. Now, let's go back to the classroom and see the rest of the lesson.
Class, do you sometimes feel confused?
Yes, ma'am.
And when do you feel confused? Francis?
When I'm not sure about something, ma'am.
What about you? How about you? Yes, Donna?
Ma'am, when I am mixed up and I don't know what I really want to do.
Do you sometimes feel confused after reading a text, class?
Yes, ma'am.
And when do you feel confused after reading a text? How about Jenny?
Ma'am, when I don't understand what I read.
Who else can add to that? How about you, Jonathan?
Ma'am, when I'm not clear about the purpose of the writing.
Okay. Who else? Sherwin?
Ma'am, I feel confused when the text I read does not make sense to me.
Very good. Now, class, what I'd like you to do is to read this sample paragraph. In high school, I, difficult and different, I not found my best friends. I not study hard. I played and played my teacher's stick. I like no assignments, mother not given me allowance. He in elementary was big mouth, I not listen. I like recess, I no like class. In elementary, no study, I no project, I like ice cream, basketball. Luz Clarita, my favorite TV. I like Angelou and Bobby. Now, class, how do you feel about the text? Yes, Edna.
Not so good, ma'am. I could hardly understand the text.
How about Jordash? Yes, you. Do you have something to say?
Yes, ma'am. I don't think this text makes sense to me, ma'am.
And can you tell us why?
Yes, ma'am.
Go on.
This text talks about many things. In the first sentence, it says about high school being different and difficult. Then it shifts into having no best friends. Then it went back into having not studying and so on.
Thank you very much, Jordash. Now, Luis, You were saying that the logical arrangement of the language items used blurs the development of the main idea.
Yes, ma'am.
Who else can add to that? You have something to say? Yes. How about Edna?
I do agree with Luis, ma'am. And some of these words, phrases, and sentences hindering the development of the main idea.
Yes. So you're saying, Edna, that there are words, phrases, and sentences which are not necessary in this paragraph?
Yes, ma'am.
Take note of how teacher Nika rephrases her students' responses. Rephrasing correct concepts about the lesson reinforces the students' understanding. Before we go back to the classroom to see what teacher Nika will do next, let's pause for some reminders.